We're here at CCW Bash at the Brew, and I'm here with Ariel Levy.
Yes, Bash at the Brew 39.
39.
39 straight months doing this crazy show that you're about to watch. It's your first time here, right?
Yes, this venue is my first time.
Yeah, it's a great show. As you can tell, a great and loud atmosphere. So
Yes, for sure.
you're gonna enjoy it, I bet. And every wrestling fan out there, you should come enjoy this show. It's a wild show. That's a cool old school vibe.
And you were one of the top stars in the promotion. You were champion just recently,
Yes.
and people love you. So
Now they do.
Now they do. Now they finally came to their senses, and now
Yes.
they love you. So what is the Florida crowd like? Like, what do they like about you? What do they like about CCW? How's it special?
I mean, what do they like about CCW? I think, as I said, like the vibe is very old school. Like we have Bill Alfonso with us. I'm fortunate enough to say he's my manager here, and he compares it a lot to the vibe that he got back in the days of the ECW arena, because it's like rowdy fans. It's a brewery, so there's a lot of beer involved.
It's only fair.
But so it has that vibe, and it's very weird because we're also like this is a very like it place because it's like a cool brewery with a lot of like hipsters and cool people and artsy people that comes here, and they don't know anything about wrestling, or maybe they remember stuff from the 80s and the 90s, but they come and they're just like their minds get blown. Like I've met, like me as an actor, but I met like theater producers here and actresses and actors who come here not as wrestling fans, but they hear that there's this crazy wrestling show at a brewery, and they found it fascinating, and it's a mix of that kind of people with, of course, wrestling fans, the usual wrestling fans. So I think that's what makes this show in particular so special, and our promotion so special, because we try to cater to a wider audience that most indie promotions do, and even though there's like a lot of beer involved and a lot of like more adult stuff, but we're also like very family friendly. You see a lot of kids in the audience, and they love our stuff, and so yeah, we have that weird mix of ECW vibes with family friendly shows. So yeah, Dan, the owner of the company, and we're about to celebrate our 20th anniversary. So yeah, I think we're one of the most consistent promotions in the United States, but for sure in Florida.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people know, but I will reiterate that outside of being a wrestler, actor, performer, you are also
Dancer.
You're
Male escort. No.
maybe not.
Male stripper. No.
I mean, wrestling and,
Yeah, I know.
Kinda.
I know.
But outside of your many talents, you're also the Spanish voice of AEW Dynamite.
Dynamite and Rampage, yes.
Rampage,
I am.
yeah. So how did that opportunity come along, and how has it been? How has AEW been treating you?
Well, it was they've been treating me really, really well, I might say. Well, QT Marshall, he has a working relationship with us for this last 2 years, or maybe 3. And I remember a couple of years ago, after a seminar in Nashville, because we also run shows in Nashville, I asked him, because I heard like that the Spanish side, like the Latin American side of AEW wasn't like developed. Still to this day, we haven't reached our full potential, but back like 2 years ago, it wasn't even there. So I just asked him, like, hey, do you think maybe, because I'm an actor, and of course I know wrestling because I'm a wrestler, so I think I've worked on TV in Chile, so I think maybe it makes sense, like if you need someone for your social media in Spanish or for your commentary, I don't know. And he was like, you know what, yeah, sounds fair, so I'm gonna throw your name if something comes up, so sure. Flash forward 2 years after that, and I'm working as an extra on Dynamite here in Sunrise. I got squashed by Wardlow in a minute and a half. I took like his...
That's a long time to last with Wardlow.
Yes, I think that's counting his entrance. But so yeah, he gave me his Symphony of Power Bombs, whatever. It was great for me to be on, like, because he was on a Dynamite, so I was great. I was on TV. So before that, they were like, hey, QT told us you can do Spanish commentary. I was like, yes. Can you try out? we have Ring of Honor tapings afterwards, so can you stay and maybe call a couple matches and see how it goes? I was like, okay, for sure, of course. So yeah, so I did it, and then they called me back to the tapings that they were doing in Orlando.
And I was there.
Yeah, in Universal. And yeah, so it was a whole day of tapings, and I called the whole taping with Alvaro, who's the Spanish voice for Collision now. And I think it went well, because like a month after that, they were, can you come on the road for a couple of weeks? And I was like, yeah, of course. So I started working Dynamite. I started in Blood and Guts in Boston last year, and I never stopped. And yeah, and now I'm all elite, I guess. So
did you ever get your graphic?
No, never. No. I'm not even on the website yet.
Oh.
But whatever. I'm happy because it's basically living the dream. Never in my wildest dream I thought I was gonna be on the road with a major wrestling promotion. And it's great. So I feel like my gamble to come here to the States from Chile to pursue wrestling, because that's why I came here, to make a living out of wrestling. Even though I had a very successful career in Chile, it paid off.
Yeah.
So and of course it's great. So now as like a veteran, not a veteran, but a guy who's making a living out of wrestling, I would give that advice if I can.
Of course.
Even though you need to not even ask me, but so if you want to make it in wrestling, try to think in what other capacity you can help a wrestling promotion. Maybe you're a great wrestler, but they already have guys your size, your age, whatever, and they need something else. But they're looking for a referee or a Spanish announcer or a creative guy or a screenwriter or whatever, you know. So or you have editing skills or social media skills. That's very important right now, right? So yeah, there's so much more that you can do exactly than the actual wrestling.
Yeah.
That's what I would say to the people who wants to pursue the same dream that I did when I moved to the States almost 4 years ago, to basically make my dream come true. That's been like paying my bills out of wrestling, which is like the coolest thing ever.
But with you doing both now, announcing and also being an in-ring wrestler,
yes,
is it difficult to manage the two, and how do you find the balance?
I mean, the balance is right there, because it's like when I'm calling matches, I'm just calling matches, and then I get to wrestle on, like, if I were only announcing, let's say they moved to Collision, so I'm working Saturdays, so that means I couldn't be here tonight. So maybe I would miss it, but I have the ideal position right now where I work Wednesdays, and then on the weekends I can do my thing here with CCW. So I think that's the balance right there. The only thing is that it's exhausting. After last week was Mania week, and so I worked Dynamite Wednesday, and then I worked Supercard of Honor, and I stayed for the festivities in Philadelphia, and I came back Monday, and then Tuesday I was flying out, and then yesterday I was in Kissimmee, and now I'm here. So it is very draining and exhausting, but when you're doing something you love so much, you don't get as tired as so I'm just pumped because we have a cool match tonight, and I'm excited. We have our 20th anniversary this next Friday. Before that, I'm going to Indianapolis with Dynamite. So to me, it's a very exciting life to live. So it's worth it.
Yeah, it's been very exciting to watch you do both, and excited to see your match tonight, and thank you so much.
Cool. I hope you enjoy the show.
Of course.
Grab a beer. I don't know if you like beer, but the beer here is great. Maybe you like something stronger, but I don't know. So yeah, enjoy the show and check out CCW. We're on YouTube, we're on social media, CCW Live TV. Check us out. I'm Ariel Levy. If you want to see my social media, it's not that exciting.
All the links down below.
It's not that exciting, but I'm half naked, so I know.
Which is always nice.
Check us out.